Yo, there we go. Good evening, lamb chops. It is I, your favorite fluffy vampire, Bluma. The menu is like, oi, I'm here too. Oi. Alright, dude. Won't lie. Almost was like, fuck it. We're not reading tonight. We're either doing no stream or art stream, but I'm like, nah. Oh, I'm quiet? Ah! I don't know, it's almost peaking. According to my soundbar, anyway. Is it really? Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. I can turn me up. I'll turn me up. And now it's definitely peaking. But that's okay, as long as you can hear me. That's better? Alright, cool. We'll just keep it high then. Fuck it. We ball. Alright. Yeah. So I'm like, nah, fuck it. We'll read a little bit. I don't know if we'll read very long. I thought about... we'll see where the night takes us. We'll see. Yeah. What happened last time? Oh yeah, the Battle of Choshu or whatever. That happened. Read as much as you want, mistress. Thank you. I kind of wanted to be like, fuck it, art stream. But I'm like, man, work was so much that I'm just like, I don't have the energy for anything. So thank God this is voice acted, cause not tonight, bro. Alright, let's see. After the fight at the inn, I was able to leave the compound much more often. I suppose after what I've done, Hijikata thought I earned a little bit more trust. I didn't feel like I did anything extraordinary, but I wasn't about to look a gift horse in the mouth. I was genuinely happy that the man Hijikata approved of me. You should take a break. We'll take a break in a little bit. This might be the only stream I do this week. I won't lie to you. I won't lie. Man. Man. Yeah. No, I feel you. Holidays suck. Alright. On this particular day, I was on a patrol with Harada from the 10th Division. Excuse me, Harada? The Shinsengumi is out patrolling day and night, right? I feel me. I feel you too. Yeah, right. I feel that. Yeah, for real. We struggling. We feel each other. Yeah. But what exactly is it that you do? Most of the men in Shinsengumi were intimidating, death-dealing titans, but Harada was a rare exception, warm and friendly. Struggle's real. Holding hand. Firmly grasp it. People don't pay for food? It wasn't really the answer I'd expected. I guess the Shinsegumi's job is closer to magistrates than I thought. Thinking back, I remembered how excited they were during the raid. What they did in the inn was far more intense than their day-to-day work. A little further down the road, a couple of men in the Shinsegumi blues were waving at us. Nakakura! I guess our separate rounds brought us to the same spot. Yo! Oyaji-san no jouhou, nanka te ni haitta ka? No, nothing today. Yeah, you're right. There was something contagious about his optimism. I hadn't noticed it before, but he was right. They were acting strange, almost nervous. Yeah, it looks like they're getting ready to move. What? War? There wasn't a war, was there?
俺らも警戒強化中ってわけだ。
池田屋の件で長州を怒らせちまったからな。あいつらの仲間から犠牲が出ちまったし、黙ってられないんだろうよ。
Were the Choshu going to try something again?
さあな。まだはっきりしたことはわからね
え。どっちにせよ、俺たちは俺たちの仕事をする。長州の連中が今日に来ても追い返す。
Well, it was a war. Yeah. There's a war? You didn't fucking know? Pay attention, bitch. Like, they accepted their situation and never complained. I had a good deal of respect for Harada and Nagakura.
長州と戦か。もしかすると近いうちに上から出動命令が出るかもしれねえな。
So, you think that Aizu will give all the orders?
ああ、正式に幕府の一部隊として参加することになるかもな。
そんな機会めったにないからな。せっかくだからお前も出てみるか。
What? I was perplexed by his sudden invitation. Does this mean I could march as a member of the Shinsengumi? It seemed rather inappropriate for me to ask to participate just for courtesy's sake. Still, I very much hoped to be helpful in some way. Have you seen the Genshin animation? No. Could I perhaps do something like what I've done at the Ikeda Inn? However, there's also the chance I become a hindrance and opposed to helping them out. I want to come. My mind was made up. I nodded to Harada. I want to help. I would like to participate and help in some way.
お前の気持ちよくわかったぜ。もしその時が来たら、お前も参加できるよう俺も応援してやるよ。
So that you can see, yeah. Several days later, excuse me. I carefully lifted the serving platter with tea from the captain's and made my way to the common room.
すまねえな。ありがとうよ。
JB voiced or Ian? Ian, those are the guys I know.
すまねえな。そうやってるとまるで故障みたいだな。
I mean, well, it was a page for as far as everyone knew. The thought to correct him crossed my mind, but instead I stayed silent and passed the tea out.
ありがとう、雪村君。すまないね。こんな仕事まで頼んでしまって。
Oh, it's nothing. After all, I'm Hijikata's page. I spoke barely above a whisper, but Inoue smiled and nodded at me. Okita took a sip of his tea, and a mild grimace flickered across his face. Is something wrong with the tea?
ちょっとぬるいかな。人数分のお茶を用意してぬるくなったんだね。君らしいって言えば君らしいけど。
I'm sorry. I'll make a new batch right now.
いいって。俺ぬるい方が好きだな。すぐに飲めるし。なあ、はじめくん。
うん、そうだな。こうも暑い日にはぬる。
I was silent for a second before the door slid open and Kondo arrived with a stern look on his face.
会津藩から正式な要請が下った。ただいまより我ら新選組は総員出陣の準備を開始する。
Jesus, this scared me.
会津藩も我らの働きをお認めくださったのだな。
He looked just as happy as the news of the rest of them. Apparently getting orders directly from the Aizu domain was an occasion for some excitement. Jesus Christ, right? Hijikata, however, was the lone exception.
はしゃいでる暇はねえんだ。てめえら、とっとと準備しやがれ。
The Aizu domain expansion, goddamn.
長州の奴らはとっくに今日に来てるんだ。俺たちが遅れてどうする。
As Hijikata rebuked the men, the warriors all scattered subsequently to their stations. When it was only the captains and myself remaining in the room, Hijikata vented.
てめえの尻に火がついてから俺らを召喚しても後手だろうがよ。
Thinking back to what happened at the Ikeda Inn, while the Shinsengumi were fighting hard, the Aizu domain was elsewhere and came strolling in way later at the scene. Remembering that incident, I feel like I can understand Hijikata, at least to some extent.
沖田君と東堂君は屯所で待機してください。不服でしょうが、私もご一緒しますので、池田屋での負傷が癒えていないように、私の腕も思うように動きませんか。
He rubbed his left arm absently and looked away.
傷が治っていないわけじゃないですけどね、僕の場合。でも確かに本調子じゃないかな。休んでいろって言うなら休みますけど。
俺だって別に大した怪我じゃないけどさ、近藤さんたちが過保護すぎるんだって。
Hi, Stargazer. Hi, hi. I'm doing okay. A little bit tired, but, you know, okay. How are you? Okita acted as if he didn't hear Sanan at all while his case pouted.
大した怪我じゃないとか嘘つくなよ。
うわ、そういうこと言う。佐野さんは武士の情けとかないの？
だが悲鳴あげたってのは本当なんだろうなあ。
ちょっとそういうこと聞くなって。黙っててくれっていいだろ。
Going fishing tomorrow, gonna be so happy. Oh, nice! Dude, jealous. I love fishing. I love fish. He glanced sideways at me. But Heisuke, it's true that your injury hasn't recovered. His bangs hid the scar rather well, but it still looked painful. Nagakura broke the awkward silence.
そういえば、もし新選組が出陣することになったら、一緒に参加したいとか言ってたな。
Blew him over with Riz. Oh my god. Even though I told Harada that I was in the idea of joining them, it still seemed a little risky.
おお、そうだな。こんな機会は二度とないかもしれん。
For some reason, Kondo was easy to convince. I wasn't expecting him to be so easily swayed.
そいつが行くなら俺も行った方がいいんじゃないか？
怪我が治ってねえんだろ。豚書で留守番をしてろって。
よかったじゃねえか。
Are you sure it'll be alright? Hichikaran-san sighed at the sight of my reservations, which was understandable.
今度も無事で済む保証はねえんだ。お前は豚書でおとなしくしてろ。
君は新選組の足を引っ張るつもりですか？
Excuse you, Sanan. Last I checked, at least both my arms still worked, bro.
三男総長、それは彼女が迷惑をかけなければ同行を許可するという意味の発言ですか？
I blinked. Saito standing up for me? Damn, thanks, Saito. Saito Daddy-san. The shade from Sanan, right? Bro. Good one. Thanks, man. Sanan seemed nearly as surprised as I was. Saito simply shrugged. This is about the Shinsegumi? Yeah, no, it is. Yeah. I bet he's fuming. He is. Never in a million years would I have imagined that Saito might have a word of praise for me. My eyes grew wide with elation, and Kondo nodded in agreement.
よし、わかった。君の参加に関しては俺が全責任を持とう。もちろん同行を希望するのであればな。
Sanan didn't seem convinced. I looked around the room till my eyes met Okita's.
戦場に行くんだって分かってるなら、あとは君の好きにすればいいと思うよ。
It looked like I wasn't about to get any help from Okita, who looked nonplussed anyway. Perhaps I'd be able to help them out, like I had during the Battle of the Akita Inn. I nodded. Yes, I'd like to participate. Yeah. Greetings. Hello, Antimatter. Do you fight the demons like in folklore, or is this more historic? Wait, okay, whoa, pause. Stargazer, you know this? Okay. Oh, okay, no. Like, I say this every time we do a route in one of these books. I'm like, this feels like I would know what's happening more if I understood Japanese history. Allegedly, these are fairly accurate, but also, there's definitely still demons and shit in these. So, yes and yes. Allegedly, these are kind of historically accurate, and also, there is definitely a not vampire crisis. I say not vampire because they don't call them vampires. They're just like, yeah, those are creatures. They have white hair, and they feed on blood, and they only can go out at night. they're calling them the Furies, they're demons, and I'm like, that's a vampire. I know about a few because of Fate and watching lore videos. Oh, okay, I see. But yeah, it's that Shinsengumi. That's a vampire. Yeah. No, remember the very first, like one of the first times we read it, it was like, definitely not a vampire. And then it went, and like it showed its fangs, it got white hair and red eyes, and it's like, give me your blood. And literally all you guys were like, bro, that's a vampire, bro. After that, everything was a blur. As quickly as we could, we prepared for battle and marched to the Fushimi Magistrate's office. There were a number of Kyoto Judiciary Commissioner's men gathered there as well, in preparation for the battle with the Choshu. Walking proudly in front of the men, Kondo approached the government official near the gate. Definitely not a vampire. Yeah, Muffin once said. Which, oh boy. Katamori Masudaira was the lord of the Aizu domain and also the Kyoto Military Commissioner, which made him a very important person. I guess I don't know if these are actual historical figures, but events allegedly are supposed to be kind of historical, like the battle at the Choshu, the battle at the Akita Inn, I don't know. But I'm also not an expert myself, so I could be very wrong. And just from what I've been told, that these games were fairly accurate historically. His name would have been immediately recognized. The man standing near the gate looked slightly taken aback by the mention of the Shinsengumi. No, that didn't make any sense. What? Perhaps sensing my confusion, Saito leaned over and whispered under his breath. Oh. Good clarification, Stargazer, good clarification. Do you mean the Choshu is overpowering the shogunate forces? This could be tricky. The Judiciary Commissioner and the Military Commissioner had similar organizations, but they operate very differently. The Military Commissioner's office was under the jurisdiction of the Aizu domain, while the Kuwana domain controlled by the Judiciary Commissioner. I didn't fully understand the relationships between each domain, but as far as I knew, the Aizu and the Kuwana were not quite fond of one another. Holy fuck. Bitch, me too. I don't fully understand the relationships yet, but I don't understand nothing. Wow, how terrible. And after they'd asked for the Shinsegumi's help, let them starve. Let them fucking get their ass beat, and then they'll come crawling back. I felt Harada's hand on my shoulder and turned to look up at him. But this is so galling. I wasn't truly a member of the Shinsegumi, but even so, after living with the Shinsegumi men and watching how they worked, I couldn't bear to see how they were treated, which is why this felt so wrong to me. Everyone at the Shinsegumi has worked so hard to maintain peace in Kyoto. How could these people, who are supposed to be our allies, turn us away without a second thought? Oh. The Kuwana would only need to complain about the Shinsegumi hadn't showed the proper respect to make trouble for the Aizu. All of the men, including Harada, understood what they needed to be done, and so they endured. Oh my god. Saito's suggestion to Kondo was rudely interrupted by Takeda. Oh, fuck off! You're here too? The way he just into the frame. Fucking hate that guy. Damn! Yeah. Totoro! Oh. Approaching me. I forget how to say it in Japanese. It's way cooler in Japanese though.
ここが我らに与えられた陣ならばその話わからんでもない。だが今は我が新選組の身体に関わる問題でもある。
君は新選組の戦奉行であるこの私に向かって意見を言うつもりか？
I oppose your opinion. I oppose anything you stand for, actually. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. I keep hitting buttons. It's weird how some buttons work on the mouse and some don't. Kondo nodded deeply and glanced at Saito.
我が新選組はこれより守護職が設営している陣を探す。
And with that, the Shinsengumi set off to find the soldiers of the Aizu domain. Night had fallen by the time we arrived at the Kujo beach. Kujo? Jotaro! After leaving the Fushimi magistrate's office, we made it to the Aizu Manor. Upon arriving, we relayed our previous encounter and asked for new orders. The mayor officially we met with just directed us to the Kujo beach, as we did. However...
我々会津藩と共に待機だと。
ほう。向かって、oh wait. 向かってくるのか。おお。向かってくるのか。いやいやいやいやいやいやいや。
そんな連絡は受けていない。すまんが藩邸へ問い合わせてくれるか。
Nagakura seemed to tolerate no more of this.
お前らんとこの藩邸が新選組は九条河原へ行け。その俺らを適当に扱うってのは新選組を呼びつけたお前らの上司をないがしろにする行為だって分かってんのか。
それは私に言われても。
The man flinched and shivered and then fell silent. Kondo did his best to assume a professional air, but there was no hiding his massive grin.
陣営の責任者と話がしたい。上に取り次いでいただけますか。
It's pretty good pronunciation. Thank you. Thank you. I'm training my whole life. At last, after a great deal of trouble, we were allowed to remain with the troops at the Kujo beach. You know, I think I fucked up. I don't think Hijikata's here. Bachi bachi bachi. Yay! I think we were supposed to stay home. You know, I might have fucked up. We're now going to the front lines, and I don't think he's here. So, you know, we might be rereading this. The chief and the captains left the rest of us to speak with the Aizu commanders. Just a little bit, yeah. They returned sometime later looking tired and drained. Inoue, who'd gone with them, also wore a bitter sort of half-smile. Fucking Inoue. Inoue's here. We can't fucking win, bro. We're gonna get stomped, okay? Time to get the Iba's route. No! Iba's not here either! This isn't helping the Iba route! Y'all can't even pin it on me this time. But at least... And I thought... You know what? I did think about doing it for this route with Hijikata. There is... You know visual novels. There's a button you can hit where it's like... In games, visual novels, where there's multiple routes. And you read the same dialogue every route in certain spots. There's a skip button to fast forward the game through any dialogue you've already seen. I thought about hitting that button. But then I'm like, nah, we should reread the book so we can remember everything because it's been so long. But now seeing where we are, I'm like, holy fuck, maybe we should be fast forwarding this just so we can get to the beginning again. Because you know what? I think I fucked up. I don't know if we're going to get the Hijikata shit. Shoot, we pivoted to the Inoue route? No. We are never going to pivot to the Inoue route. No. I don't even know if he's a route. He probably is. God, that's awful. That's how to summon Muffin, yeah. He saw that we weren't doing the Heisuke route, so he's just like, Inoue, I live! Indeed. They're treating the Shinsengumi like reserves? Because they little bitches, remember? God, this is making me really want to do the Nagakura or Okita route. Like, oh my god. Nagakuro's been really cool this read. Like, I don't know, man. Waiting for the Dio route. Bro. I got a little sick. Just thinking about trying to romance Takeda. Holy shit. There was a chance that the call could come at night, so the men stayed awake, ready to act. And then there's this fucking dude flirting like this shit. Are you sorry? Hey, yo? He's one of the routes? I don't think so, and I don't want him to be either. It's Dio. His voice is... Dio's like a lovable asshole, though. This guy's just an asshole. Are we so quick to forget what he did to Iba? Are we so quick to forget? I cannot. I will never have respect for Takeda. No. No. Oh, no, I'm fine. I cannot. Yeah, right? Harada laughed as I shook my head. It wouldn't be fair for me to be the one to sleep. The men had to remain alert, anticipating that they could face death at any moment. Never, right? I mean, Iba needs a little hat. That's so rude as fuck. Why would you do that, though? Why would you say that? Anxiety wrapped around me until I slept near dawn. Scatter! Yeah, you better fucking run, bro. The men, however, were vigilant through the night. Even as I drifted in and out of consciousness, I could see them nearby, persisting against the night. I feel offended, right? That's what I'm saying. Hey, wow, this is the art that they used in the fucking Iba book for the Edo Blossoms. Like, we didn't get to see this until Edo Blossoms with Iba. The break of dawn burned my eyes as I heard it. A cannon?! The crack of a gunshot tore through the morning air, and in the distance I heard men shouting and the clang of metal. The fighting had begun. The captains looked at one another and nodded. I stared at him for a moment, perhaps not yet fully awake, until I understood what he was saying. Right! With a quick nod, I readied myself to go. Then... Oh, good, he's here. Oh, God. Also, let's take in how he just said that fucking line. Like, excuse, did you just say to stop? Even during our lengthy march on the day before, I'd never seen Hijikata mad. Maybe because his position as commander, he was afraid to express himself with his temper flared, but it looked as though he had reached his limit. Normally, he left the yelling to Nagakura and stayed patient when speaking with any army official. This time, however, he finally had had enough. Sees a leaf on the ground. Oh, this is the leaf on Iba's route from that one scene. Bro, listen! Amazing, Daddy, right? That's actually a reed leaf from the Iba. Get it right, you fake fan? Oh my god. Oh my god, please. Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Hijikata was in no mood for excuses. No, I need a new hat. Bro, stop! Mr. Doji, please step on me. Without even waiting for a response, Hijikata spun around and stalked off, fuming. Where are you going? I didn't dare raise my voice above a whisper, but I asked Saito, who was walking near me. Hamaguri Gate? You mean where the Aizu main force is protecting, right? Ursu's the one getting seduced here, right? Alright. Hijikata's fury seemed to rouse the Aizu's reserve, who up to this point seemed flustered by the threat of conflict, watching the Shinsengumi march. At the end, they followed the Shinsengumi to the Hamaguri Gate. Before long, we had arrived. Oh my gosh. The gate was pockmarked with scores of bullets, and everywhere dead and dying soldiers littered the ground. The the stink of the firearms hung in the air. God, I can't read. Okay. Even though I tried to prepare myself mentally for what lay before me, my heart shattered from the traces of war occurring ahead. I'm easily seduced. It's Daddy Hijikata. Acrid. 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 Okay. I keep wanting... Like, I saw that and I'm like, acid. I'm like, that is not how you spell acid. Yeah. Hi, Raven. Hi. The enemy, however, was nowhere to be seen. We had arrived too late. The battle was over. After a moment of stunned silence, several of our men were dispatched by Hijikata to determine what happened. Then Kondo sighed. Yeah, we definitely didn't do this on the Iba route. We stayed back to wait for Iba, remember? So this is brand new for me. Kondo simply nodded. The Choshu defined themselves as among those who revered the emperor, yet they attacked his home? It didn't make sense to me either. Nevertheless, the damage was done. I was in the middle of pondering their reasons when Saito returned to me. The forces standing against them were too much for the Choshu, who were forced to retreat. The corner of Hijikata's mouth curled into a grin. It's a weird time to get to stream. Yeah, it was. Raven was waiting for that. Ack! 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 The Satsuma and Aizu domains hadn't been on the best of terms. I thought they are outsmart by the family domain and allied with the imperial court to expel foreigners. However, I recall my father telling me that they were much different than the Choshu. Unlike the Choshu, however, they'd gone to war with a foreign force and suffered a devastating loss. Following their defeat, I learned that the Satsuma began to reconsider their nationalistic stance. However, these were only rumors, and what had come to pass had yet to be fully determined. Sounds like Bart Simpson being strangled. Oh my god. Hijikata's expression changed as he considered Harada's words, but before he could open his mouth to speak, Yamazaki appeared. To be honest, it's actually a reference to a movie. Like, it definitely sounds familiar. I think that's why my brain keeps going. Oh my god. I made myself cough. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh god. I got it. It's fine. Mount Tenyo was located between Kyoto and Osaka. Supposedly they're in the middle of escaping the Fushimi towards Osaka. Take care of your throat. I'm trying! After hearing the report from both Harada and Yamazaki, Hijikata contemplated deeply. There goes our singing stream. Bruh. Although Kondo was recognized as the formal head of the Shinsengumi, I learned from everyone that all major decisions were deferred to Hijikata. I'm dying of thirst. I kinda am. If I gotta be real, I miss Iba. This was no exception, and I could see that all our eyes were on him. He was silent for a few moments, and then I saw his mouth curve into a small smile.
隊を率いて公家御門へ向かい長州の残党どもを追い返せ。
あいよ。
斉藤と山崎は状況の確認を頼む。当初の予定通りこの浜栗御門の守備に当たれ。
承知。
はい。
それから大将、あんたには大仕事がある。手間だろうが会津の上層部に掛け合って追悼の許可をもらってきてくれ。
Yo, I always forget about his smirk. Yes, sir.
長州軍の追悼だな。
天王山に向かった奴ら以外に愛山商家に押し狩りしながら落ち延びるんだろう。追悼する。俺らも京を離れる。その許可をもらいに行けるのは
The Shinsengumi were entrusted with the protection of Kyoto, and if this war was aiding the Aizu, then they had to do more than just guard the gate. Leaving our post, however, to chase after the Shoshu troops meant that we needed permission from the military commissioner, meaning the Aizu. I mean, 100%ing Natlin, wish me luck. I wish you luck. Good luck out there. After what we'd gone through the day before, I didn't imagine Kondo's task would be an easy one. Still, if the representative of it was anyone other than Kondo, the Aizu would unlikely grant the request, let alone entertain the notion of a meeting. And their laugh ran through the soldiers, and Kondo's mouth twisted into a wry sort of grin. Perhaps he chose not to deny it because he knew he might go a little crazy. He looked directly at me. I wasn't a warrior, nor did I have political ties. Hijikata didn't know what to do with me. Suddenly I felt very much like dead weight. Oh shit, you're just gonna let me pick, huh? Alright. Kondo was meeting with the leaders of the Aizu. If I joined him, there would be nothing for me. I had many options for what I could do. Hijikata would be pursuing the leaders of the Choshu attack towards Tennin Mountain. Saito would be staying at the Hamaguri Gate to protect it and gather information. Harada and his men would be going to Kuge Gate to stop the attack on the Imperial Estate. The question was, where do I go? To Mount Tenyo! Duh! That's where Hijikata's going. There was no question. I would go with Hijikata. Yes! And chase after the road and head into Mount Tenyo. Yeah, lock that shit. Despite the Fushimi being quite a distance away, soldiers moved at rapid pace. It was hard for me to keep up, and I was beginning to run short of breath when I saw someone. There he is! There he is! There he is! Daddy Kazuma! Daddy Kazuma! Daddy Kazuma! Ah! There he is! Woo! Ah! The first man re-romanced! Oh my god! There he is! Woo! Sorry. Sorry. You know, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna grab a drink, okay? I'll leave you. Hold on, can I? I'll leave you with this. I will be right back. I'm back. Okay. It's okay. Take care. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Daddy Cat, how have you been, right? Oh my god, it's been so long. Hi. This guy or Iba. Oh. Time to rizz him up. Watch this. Okay. Rizz him up, any matter. Show me what you got. But no, this guy or Iba, huh? It's really hard. There's reasons I really like both. Reasons that I can't say, because YouTube will definitely bonk me for just talking about that kind of shit. They both do something very well, though. I think Kazuma does it better. Kazuma's equipped to do this better. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, it's been so long, Cosmo. Hi. Damn, shit. It is a quip. He was standing in front of us, shadows obscuring his face and his clothes, cloaked in a strange aura. I mean, one of them has a collar to pull. You know what? Facts. Facts. Did he just get censored? Who? Hijikata seemed to sense it too, and he motioned for the men to halt. The other one doesn't have— Oi. Oi, no. Damn. I don't think he got censored. I can see him... Unless it censored his rizzing. Because I see it says, time to rizz him up, watch this. And then he goes, I mean, one of them has a collar, so... Stand by Kazuma. Yeah, Kazuma's pretty good. He's pretty good. The Shinsegae stopped, save for one man, who was either too excited or too foolish to heed the commander. I saw a momentary flash of steel, and then the man yelped. The man just laid there, unresponsive. I could see thick, red blood already beginning to pool around him. Taken aback by the first and sudden attack, the men all turned now to glare at the stranger. I was typing please multiple times and it got censored. I think it read it, like, if you do it too much, it reads it as, like, a bot spamming, so... But okay. I respect the please, 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 please. It's been so long since we heard his voice. Oh my god. Oh my god. Let me just... Okay. 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 Sorry, I'm getting the sniffles so bad again. Maybe I'm getting sick. Oh my god. They were already on edge, but that man's words only made them even more agitated. I heard from the men that they had their reasons for wearing their uniforms. They wanted desperately to pay the strange man back for his taunts and attacking their brother, but they knew now this was no time for revenge. Let me try some. Alright, try it. It's been a long time since we heard his voice. It really has. What a treat this is. What a treat we have tonight. Antimatter. No, you don't understand. You don't understand. You don't understand. Now, what if I got real close and just whispered for you guys? Let me just get this really close and just... You joke, but that's the whole reason he wants Pluma Yukimura. That is the reason he chases the main character around. She has the perfect egg for his sausage. Thank you. Put the mic back over there now. I'm guessing you can see it. Yeah, I can see that one. Yeah. You joke, but that is actually the reason he chases around the main character. Which is why I can't... Yo, I'm gonna search for this. Yeah, no, you joke, but this is exactly why I'm like, I can't get into why I liked his route so much. But it was something. It's also the same reason why I had a really hard time saying why I liked Iba's route in Edo Blossoms. Because shit like that happens for him too. It's really crazy how much of that there is in Hakuoki. I mean, it's only happened twice, but it's still crazy it's happened twice. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? As he spoke, I felt the air begin to thicken with the rage of the Shinsengumi.
お前が池田屋で宗司を倒したやつ。大した凄腕らしいが、随分と安い挑発をするじゃねえか。
Hijikata's smile was anything but warm.
腕だけは確か百姓衆だと聞いていた。このありさまを見るにそれも作り話だ。
He laughed at the sight of the man he'd just slain.
池田屋に来ていたあの男。あれも見客と呼ぶには非力な男だ。
Hijikata's teeth were now almost completely bared. I knew Okita wasn't weak at all, and I wanted to tell him so, but it was true that he had been injured.
宗司の悪口なら好きなだけ言えばいい。でもな、その前にこいつを殺したわけを言え。
He was voiced by Kenjiro Suda. Ooh. I heard the soft hiss of Nakakura's sword sliding from its scabbard. At his feet lay the man who had been attacked, his face now an odd pale color. I wept for his spirit.
そのわけが納得いかねえもんだったら、今すぐ俺がお前をぶった切ってやる。
貴様らが武士の誇りも知らず、手柄を得ることしか頭にない幕府の犬だが、敗北を知り戦場を去った連中を何のために追い立てようというのだ。腹を切る時間と場所を求め天王山を目指した長州侍の誇りを何故に理解できぬ。
What? Was he telling the truth? Did the Choshu men commit honorable suicide? I looked over at Hijikata and the rest of his men, but none of them looked surprised. The man in front of us was trying to stop the Shinsengumi in an attempt to protect the pride of the Choshu samurai, which is what had upset him. Ugh. He is the man with the most handsome and make you want to be breathing. From his point of view, I could see why he felt right in what he was doing, but that gave him no right to kill someone just to prove a point. Is it really alright to take a man's life for the sake of someone else's pride? Only you can protect your own pride. Letting others control the value of something important to you will only hurt you later on. How can someone keep their pride they expect someone else to fight for it? Oh my God, just look at him. I know. Okay, I know. He did not sound amused. No, that's not really what I meant, but under that crimson glare, my voice trailed off. Just got too excited. No, you could. You could. Holy fuck, look at his eyes glow now. Jesus. The man looked through clenched teeth, and the knuckles of his sword had turned white. He does Dane sleep. Oh, that checks out. That checks out.
死ぬ覚悟もなしに戦を始めたんだ。それこそ武士の風上にも置けねえ。奴らに武士の誇りがある。俺らも手を抜かねえのが最後の判断。
Hijikata's own concepts of pride and honor was not something he could easily compromise. No matter how long he and the stranger spoke, I also knew they would never see eye to eye. Hijikata drew his sword from its scabbard, and I saw Nagakura drop into a fighting stance. Hijikata's eyes narrowed, and after muttering something angry under his breath, Nagakura stepped back and put his blade back in the sheath.
で、お前も覚悟はできてるんだろ
I'm gonna go marry him real quick.
俺たちの仲間を切り殺したその覚悟
口だけは達者らしい
まさか俺を殺せるとは
In an instant, their swords met, and the clang of metal reverberated through the mid-afternoon air. The sprang apart, eyes fixed on one another, and I saw Hijikata's hands tighten on his sword. The commander's sword was seen without a true rival, but this man had defeated Okita. I saw Nagakura reach for his own sword. He was to leap into the fight as well, probably hoping to help Hijikata gain the upper hand. When I saw him about to pounce, I couldn't help but scream. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Which one is it? Oh, God, which one would Hijikata want? Okay, let's think. Logically, right? Logically. The top one's blue. The only other time we've been down this has been to do Kazuma, right? So that must have been the choice we made for Kazuma, right? So we must need to make the fight as well for either Nagakura or Hijikata. Like, it could go to either one. Fight as well? Yeah, okay. That's what I'm thinking too. So here we go. Oh shit, I didn't mean it like that. I'll fight too! There's only one of them, and if Nagakura and I stood with Hijikata, we'd have pronounced advantage. So I drew my Kadachi.
よく言ったぜ。でも無理だけはすんなよ。女の子なんだから。
I heard the repeated scrape of metal moving as Nagakura and the men behind us all drew their swords to join the commander.
バカ野郎！自分の仕事も忘れたのか？
His words stopped us in our tracks. Our detachment had been given the assignment of tracking down the rebels who fled to the Mount Tenyo, and we had no time to waste. Even so, we could hardly just leave Hijikata behind. Pulls a Virgil move here.
よそ見してんじゃねえよ。真剣勝負って言葉の意味も知らねえのか。
With Hijikata in striking distance, the swordsman didn't dare move toward us.
こいつの相手が終わればすぐに後を追いかける。だから早く行け。
I was torn. Hijikata was an amazing swordsman, but the stranger was...
土方さん、後のことは任せたぜ。行くぞお前ら。
As he spoke, Nagakura slid his sword back into the scabbard with ease and gestured to the men. But I was still trying to think of what... think it through when Nagakura grabbed my hand.
よく考えたら、あの人は鬼の副長なんだぜ。殺しても死なねえって。
His words calmed me a little. His worms. Right. Without looking back, I kept running as if Nagakura was dragging me. Well, shit. It's almost nighttime. I was waiting for the base of the Mount Tenyo. Hey, we've been on this path. This is where the incident happened. The incident that Takeda proved that I would never be able to forgive him. The incident. Nagakura led some men further up, looking for the Choshu rebels, but a few more were left at the bottom in case the other Choshu forces returned. I'd stayed with them. I know, but... is Hijikata safe? He must be. No sooner were the words out of my mouth than a shadow appeared at the dirt road in front of me. The shadow stepped toward us into the light. Hijikata! I felt tears spring to my eyes, and I shoved them away at the back of my hand. Shimaeda was right. Hijikata was without a scratch, and even so his expression was dark. Who the fuck is this guy? He's just like another background character in the Shinsengumi. It's fine.
やつは風間千景とか言ってた。
But if he's part of the Satsuma domain, didn't they help the Aizu drive off the Choshu? Why did Kazuma try and stop the Shinsengumi? I frowned. Something wasn't right. Oh. Does that mean he disobeyed orders? Kazuma, I mean.
おそらくな。薩摩の連中も扱いかねている。
I only want Daddy Hijikata.
だいぶ迷惑してるようだが、風間には強く言えないらしい。
なるほど。その風間とやらは薩摩の中でも相当に優遇された立場があるのでしょう。
Maybe it's because he's powerful enough to hold off men like Okita and Hijikata, but there's something else to him that perplexes me. When Hijikata spoke next, his voice was bitter.
やつは特権の上にあぐらをかいてるだけの甘ったれだ。そんなやつに誇りだなんだと言われる筋合いはね。
Before Hijikata could continue, we heard the sound of men approaching, and Nagakura appeared with the bulk of the detachment trailing behind him. Nagakura stopped for a split second when he saw Hijikata, and he creeped in with a sly grin.
上に行って見てきたぜ。残念だが、長州の奴らは残らず切腹して果ててた。
My heart fell as he explained. I wasn't sad that they'd killed themselves, or that the Shinsengumi hadn't been able to arrest them. Only that more lives had been lost.
あの野郎に邪魔されちまったな。とっ捕まえられなかったのは残念だが、立派な武士の最後だったぜ。
That's what Nagakura says, but I'm not so sure. I thought about how I felt about Nagakura's words. I'm gonna do this one. Do you really think that's so? If they didn't die here, maybe they could have survived and eventually done something good with their lives. Nagakura gave me a puzzled look. I think he was taken aback by the ambitiousness of my phrase. I even surprised myself a little bit.
できたとすりゃ、腹を切ることじゃなくて、戦って死ぬことだけだ。死なずに捕まって恥ずかしめを受けるより、武士として死ねたんだ。いいに決まってるさ。
From my experience with the Shinsengumi, I could see why Nagakura's perspective made sense. As the daughter of a doctor, though, seeing people close to the brink of death and treating illness and injuries, I couldn't see suicide as an option. To take your own life, though, there's so much more to life than fighting, don't you think? Nagakura frowned slightly at my suggestion, then sighed as he continued. Oh, shit! Well...
そうだよな。生きていればこそかもしれねえな。
His expression shifted quickly into a light-hearted smile as he scratched his head.
わかった。俺はあんな風にはならねえ。
Oh boy, that definitely would have consequences.
お前さんを
Oh
そん
shit,
な風に
yeah.
悲しませたくはねえし。
Nagakura route question? No. Well, no, I don't think so. Don't let yourself get too torn up about it.
どんなことがあっても生き延びることを選ぶぜ。
Thank you. He was just talking about how honorable it seemed for the Choshu to commit an honorable suicide. Just asking? Yeah. I wouldn't be opposed to it, but like I would feel kind of bad seeing as how like every stream for this book so far we've been like, alright, Hijikata route, let's go. And then we finally get to the last chapter and it just goes, are you sure about that? You know what I mean? I mean, that would be quirky. We just get to the last one and whatever route it says we're on, that's what we just do. Yeah, no, I feel you. That would be fun too. But like, I don't know. We've been trying so hard to get Hijikata. I feel bad if we just didn't. Even if it was all a display to make me feel better, it worked, and I appreciated his gesture. So we returned to Mount Tenyo to meet back with the others. On the way back, Hijikata and the men began plotting their next move. It looked like there was still plenty for the Shinsengumi to do in Kyoto. The Choshu extremists attempted to attack the imperial state eventually came to be known as the Hamaguri Rebellion. Although the Shinsengumi were called to action, their efforts were stemmed, and they found little in the way of glory. Communication with their superiors was poor at best, and they spent much of the time at battle waiting for the reserves. When the Shinsengumi finally entered the battle, each man found several strange opponents awaiting him. Chikage Kazuma, who defeated Okita at the Ikeda, Jesus, claimed to be from the Satsuma domain during his encounter with Hijikata. Kyuju Amagiri, the man who shattered Heisuke's head guard at Ikeda, also claimed to be in membership at the Satsuma. They also had met Kyo Shiranui, who had fought alongside men at the Choshu. Whoever they were, it was clear that they were not allies of the Shinsengumi. Indeed, it seemed they could easily become some of the greatest enemies. If they were met in open battle, the casualties would be severe. By the time the battle was over, the commanders at the Chushu attack had been killed in the fighting, or took their own lives. There were some soldiers, however, who had escaped, setting Kyoto ablaze as they fled. By some terrible misfortune, winds that day blew from the north and fanned the flames, reducing the southern end of Imperial State to ash. As a result of the Choshu attack, many Imperial nationalists were executed. With the Hamagiri rebellion over, the Choshu were branded as traitors for attacking the estate. From then on, they were acknowledged enemies of the court. November 1864. 2 months had passed since Kyoto underwent the flames of the Hamagiri rebellion. Summer faded into warm memory, and the mornings and nights became consistently chilly. I think this is good? I examined my appearance in the mirror, and I tied my hair into a fine knot. Yeah, this is good. The year neared November, marking almost 9 months since I began living with the Shinsengumi. It seemed like I was finally getting the hang of dressing like a man, compared to how unfamiliar it originally had felt as I lived in Edo. From the keen-eyed, however, I guess there was still no hiding that I was a woman. For instance, when I met Okita, Saito, and Harada for the first time, they all knew right away. And even when I met Iba. Ooh, okay. I thought I was doing a good job. Is my disguise as a man too obvious? I looked at myself in the mirror again. There really wasn't much I could do about my height or my face, but maybe I should act more like a boy to prevent rumors spreading about the Shinsengumi. Maybe I can use a huskier voice, but how would I even go about doing that? Maybe I could try using words men use. Barbecue. Outside. Football. I looked at my reflection once more and puffed up my chest, practicing some more masculine words. So they think I look like a woman, huh? Huh, joke's on them, I'm, a man. Just got cute face is all. Despite my looks, I am very much a man, yo. How was that? I think that was a good start. Pretty manly.
無理はしない方がいいですよ。電報な喋り方なんてあなたには似合いません。
Oh, a voice suddenly came from nowhere, and I quickly turned my head. I can't escape him. He's following me. I swear. Hey, yo, who's the stupid? Oh my god. He's following me, guys. Iba, when did you get here? Oh my god.
さっきからです。あなたも意外とお茶目なところがあるんですね。
Well. Oh my goodness, how long has he been standing there? My face was flushed with embarrassment. I barely knew what to do with myself.
あれ、どうしたんです？赤くなっちゃって。
No, should trust me. It wasn't anything you said. If anything, it was all the things I was saying to myself. But to think Iba would approach me when I was just thinking about him. I took a deep breath discreetly and decided to ask him why he was visiting. So, what brings you here today? Did you have business with Hijikata? If you do, both he and Kondo are out on business at the moment.
いえ、今日はトシさんたちじゃなくてあなたに話があるんです。
For me?
はい。実は先日まで江戸であなたのお父上のことを調べていたんですけど。
What? Were you able to find anything? It was nearly impossible to stop my voice from conveying my anticipation, but Iba shook his head glumly.
雪村診療所を訪ねてみたり、近所の人から話を聞いたりはしたんですが、残念ながらコードーさんが戻ってきた形跡はありませんでした。
I see. Even though I braced myself for disappointment, his confirmation sank my heart like a stone brick. Yet again, I had to wait for a positive sign. If there's no trace of him returning to Edo, does that mean he's still somewhere in Kyoto? Still, if that were the case, there was no way the Shinsengumi wouldn't have noticed. Kyoto was hit hard by the Hanamaguri rebellion. Thinking about it now, there's a chance that my father could have been involved in the fires too. I worried more and more for him every day. Eva seemed to take notice of my mind working busily, so he tried to comfort me.
落ち込むのはまだ早いですよ。実は今日に戻ってきてから僕、コードーさんらしき人の噂を聞いたんです。
Really? He nodded strongly in my response.
ええ。それで大使の方にお願いしたいことがあって。
Before Eva could finish, someone else spoke. Oh my god.
どこかで聞いたような声がすると思ったら、伊庭くんじゃないか。今日に来ていたというのはトシさんたちから聞いていたが、久しぶりに会えて嬉しいよ。
We heard his mellow voice from beyond the hallway, and we turned around to see Inoue standing in the doorway.
井上さん、ちょうどよかった。お願いがあるんです。
おやおや、何かな。私で力になれることならいいんだが。
Shortly after, Iba led me to the main street. It was very rare for me to leave the compounds unless I was accompanied on a round. Also, I was accustomed to the attention we received while on the rounds, as civilians would stare at us with fear and hatred. In this moment, however, no one paid us any mind, passing by us as they went about their business. It was refreshing to see. Since arriving in Kyoto, I'd almost forgotten what it felt like to be a normal person again, even if it was just a disguise. Are you sure it's okay for me to be out here in the open? Like, outside the compounds? I was so paranoid of getting into trouble with the Shinsengumi that I had to ask Iba, albeit timidly.
井上さんの許しは得ましたから大丈夫ですよ。まあ多分どこかで観察方あたりが僕たちの様子を伺っているとは思いますけど。
Oh, right. I'm sure Inoue wouldn't blankly approve of me leaving the compounds without reason, so this was my biggest chance to gather news of my father. Hey, Iba, would it be too much to ask about what kind of rumors you heard about my father?
No.
Iba froze up a little at my question. I wondered if something was wrong, or if the rumor in question was a little awkward. I was lost pondering and paused in our conversation, and Iba gazed at me with pity as he told me the truth. I'm back, and we're with Iba. Huh. Listen, no, that's not what it looks like. I didn't, he came to me, there wasn't a choice, and now we're on a date, okay? It wasn't on me. My dog decided to ignore me after spoiling her and talking to her nicely. Yeah, bruh. It's true! I didn't do it! It wasn't my fault! He did it! Not me! Goddamn. Keep yapping. Ah, bro! Huh? I don't understand. I stopped walking. What does that mean? Iba looked at me with cloudy eyes and continued. Blame the game, mistress. Blame the game. It is the game. Iba came to me and was like, hey, we're going out. And I didn't have a choice, okay? I didn't have a choice. I didn't know how to respond. All I could do was stand there and let reality sink in. Iba's concern was appreciated, but... So in other words, you lied to Inoue? His body shifted at the sound of my suggestion. He gave a weird smile before responding.
そういうことになりますけど、多分彼は
Oh boy, we're losing her. No! No, no, no. To be fair, the true route is Iba. Iba route, let's go. No, we're not doing the Iba route again. It just so happens that we run into him a lot trying to do Hijikata because they're best friends, right? So, I mean, we're gonna see Hijikata's best friend, even though he's our true love and is the sweetest man and would do anything for us. And he actually does do anything for us. And I love him and his soft green eyes and his luscious brown hair. You know, just thinking about it a little bit, you know?
僕みたいに表には出さないけど、同じような気持ちでいたんじゃないですかね。
Come to think of it, when I first visited the compound, Inoue was the first member of the house to show me any kindness. So maybe Inoue saw through Iba's ruse, but agreed even though his intentions to get my mind to a better place. He placed his hand on my shoulder, while his eyes gazed at me with contemplation.
実際、コードさんは死んではいないと思います。
He was like Thanos, all roads lead to me.
腕利きの乱暴や
It really feels like it at this point. Like 100%, I'm not lying. We're seeing so much Iba on this route that sometimes I question if I'm doing it right. His words came confidently and seemed to melt my worry, if only just a little. I bowed towards Iba. Thank you very much. I agree with you and I'm grateful for your words. However, if I can't obtain any information on my father, it might be best for us to return now. Iba seemed taken aback by my suggestion.
ちょっと待ってください。それじゃあ意味がないでしょ。
Not even the Iba route showed him this much. No, Risu, don't. No. It showed him more, didn't it? I think it did. Maybe. Well, he's gonna lose an arm. Okay, no. No. We're not doing that.
あなたに少しでも気晴らしをしてほしくて。
I know, but
井上さんも僕と同じ気持ちだってさっき言ったでしょ。
to be fair, I can't remember.
ろくに気晴らしもしないうちに豚舎に戻ったりしたら、それこそ僕や井上さんの行為を踏みにじることになりますよ。
I guess he had a point, but still.
今は周りに新選組の大使もいません。めったにない機会だと思って好きなことをしてみ
Copium
たら
is strong with the mistress today. No. What I want?
はい。井上さんから聞きましたけど、せっかく来たのにろくに狂犬物もできなかったんでしょ。何でもいいから言ってみてください。あなたがしたいことは何です？
Cause that ain't fucking fair for him to just say that. Just saying. Mistress doing fine today. That's what I say, Risu. That's what I say, you know. But that ain't fair. Dirty question. That's a good question. Oh! Holy fuck. So neither one of these apparently allegedly we did. Reese is like, no, focus. It's weird that neither one, like, it's weird that they're both white. Somehow we didn't get this on the Iba route. She's cooked. Mistress. Mistress, please. Focus. Remember, we're trying to get Hijikata. I'm trying. Okay. Let me just... Oh, she's so cooked, bro. I know, but we didn't get to go on this date on the Iba route. We didn't get to. Okay, let me take a drink. New Iba. It's so fucking wild that we don't get this option on the Iba. Wait, pause. maybe we do get this option on the Iba route, and I accidentally avoided it. Just like how I accidentally took a weird route in his 4th chapter. That could be it too. Imagine another date with Iba, a different date. I know. Okay. We'll return to the compound. We gotta focus. We're doing Daddy Hijikata. Daddy Hijikata. Remember how fine he looked in Edel Blossoms. Okay, focus. Okay. Iba, I love you. I'm sorry. Either you break my heart or you get your... It's fine. We got it. We went back to the compounds. It's fine. It's fine. I understand where you're coming from, Iba, but I still have no idea of my father's whereabouts, so I can't waste any time unless it's to look. Iba's eyebrows furrowed and he sighed. Well, Iba's sad now. Kinda. But look at how smug he is now. He's like, well, fine. Well, just ask everybody about your dad, and then you can stay out here. Look how much he loves us. Look how much he loves us. Ah! I knew I could believe in you. Thank you. Okay, I could do that. Iba wore a satisfied grin, nodding to me as we promptly bowed to each other. Iba started to stroll slowly. As we walked through town, I would occasionally pass girls appearing around my age. All of the girls wore kimonos and hairpins, and they all dressed so fashionably and captivated me. I'd almost forgotten how girls could dress. Keep telling yourself that, Mr. Yeah. Unlike Edo, where girls wouldn't even wear makeup, it seemed like every girl in Kyoto wore lipstick. I fell silent after his backhanded compliment. You're joking. Looks like Eva's gonna fight. That actually like hurt me. Thinking he'd go with another girl. No. As we talked, we strolled around Kyoto, soaking in the happenings of the city. A girl that won't let his guard. That is not my fault! That is not my fault! You stop! Just stop! I might need lipstick, you can try it on you. Coral blue, number 22. When we passed by the tea shop where we first met, Iba suddenly stopped. Oh, no thank you. We won't find any leads there. I wasn't sure if it was because he comes from an elite family, but Iba was rather blunt. He was so forward with compliments. He is straight up treating this like it's a date. Sure. Next time. So I wonder if he was already plotting another one of these strolls. A SpongeBob reference in my visual novel? It's more likely than you think. I mean, if it wasn't as if Iba made me unhappy or uncomfortable, but I was admittedly a little surprised by how much concern he showed for me. We returned to the main road when Iba had a sudden flash of inspiration. This man is straight up trying to take me on a date. Sweets? Oh. Of course, I'd never eaten any of the sweets he was talking about, but hearing him speak so excitedly about it had me excited as well. I'm more concerned Eva will find a guy again. Oh my god, stop. The calm sunset drifted into the outer golden sky, and a pool of soft orange hovered above us, whispering of the blue night yet to come. Summer passed, meaning the cool autumn leaves resolved around the later setting sun. If we took our time, the darkness would beat us home. I don't know. He lose for real for... No, stop. No, done. Iba, I think we need to head back to the compound.
そうですよね。名残惜しいな。
His cloudy eyes pierced through me, and I almost felt overcome by the somber mood brought on by the end of our adventure. I'm sorry.
いえ、顔を上げてください。あなたを困らせたいわけじゃないですから。機会は今日だけじゃないですよね。
Oh no. I wanted to apologize for something else, actually. It seemed like Iba operated in extremes, and both his exuberance for life and his petulance for deep introspection made my heart tighten. From all the kindness you've shown me, I think it's because you've known of me before, right? The thing is, I can't remember you at all, and it eats away at me. So I'm sorry for saying this. I could see the drifting sun in his melancholy eyes as he smiled kindly to me. There was so much sincerity in his words and his being.
仕方ありませんよ。だってあの時、あなたはまだ5つかそこらでした。
Love Iba's voice, it hurts, right? Ugh. Wait, you met me when I was 5? That was a long time ago, yet he took one glance at me and remembered who I was. Iba nodded quietly, perhaps mired in the brief gust of nostalgia. I reflected, then, about my life at 5 years old. Wasn't it just around the time I moved to Edo? The ghost of old memories were hard and pinned, and each year hazes fades into smoke. Did I have a playmate back then or something? I desperately tried to scavenge my image of Iba that I could, but nothing came to mind. Childhood friends lose again, Sag. Yeah, it's rough, man. Meanwhile, he stared at me blankly, seemingly stuck between a wall of resignation and an ache for a time gone by.
あの時の約束、覚えてますか？
Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean?
ダメですよ。女の子が危ない真似をしちゃ大怪我するから。
You mean back at the tea shop? You told me a girl shouldn't enter a dangerous situation. Iba sighed deeply, with his forlorn expression burrowed straight into me. Then he wiped it away and smiled brightly.
そう。そのことです。
Oh!
気をつけなきゃいけませんよ。
Oh my god, this hurts so much! God! Ugh. I hate it. Knowing what he's trying to ask her hurts a lot more now. Like, before it was like, ooh, the mystery, but like, now we know. And now it sucks. His reluctance to confirm what I asked him led me to believe that he was, in fact, referring to something else that he had said to past me. Iba! Iba round for the... But nothing came to mind.
そろそろ本所へ戻りましょうか。送っていく。
Oh, okay. You're breaking his heart. Stop, any matter. He's breaking my heart. I often drew a blank with thinking of my childhood, so this was all the more frustrating. The shores of his eyes reflected a mourning in his soul, yet his gentle demeanor put me at ease. I wondered what kind of words he had said to me back then. Why couldn't I remember any of them? Such thoughts crossed my mind as I walked back to Mibu Town with Iba. Imagine meeting your childhood crush just to be your... Stop. Oh, shit! Woo! We finished chapter 2, baby! Oh. You're gonna cry. Me too, man. Me too. Alright, let's save. Because we're starting chapter 3. You know what that means. Okay. We are gonna save here. Save. Alright, lamb chops. That is where we're wrapping up for tonight. And I'll be real. This is probably gonna be... Let me check the calendar. Too deep. Funny thoughts now. Well, not the last one of the year, but sorry. We probably won't be streaming the rest of this week. Probably won't. Definitely no Elden Ring. Just because, one, I'm going to be busy at work on Saturday again. I got roped into working on Saturday again. And also Mango is out of town and he's not able to join. And he really wanted to join, so I'd feel bad just being like, fuck it, we're doing it without Mango. So, no Elden Ring this week. We might do something like Saturday night, maybe. Big maybe. But it'd be like something easy, like an art stream or a Zatsudan or something nice and relaxing. Other than that, yeah. If we don't do anything like Friday or Saturday night, next Monday, book club, we'll be reading a little bit of chapter 3. Not the whole thing, because we know how that fucking goes. And yeah, we'll roll from there. Y'all know what's up. Let's prepare ourselves for 8 hours. Yes. There's Christmas, yeah. Christmas Eve tomorrow. So yeah, because I might not see you guys until next week, or at the very least, until after Christmas, so I'll say it now. Lamb chops, you have a Merry Christmas. I hope you have good family time, presents if you all do that, good food, all that good shit. I hope you're warm and cozy, and if it's warm by you, I hope you're cool and nice. Merry Christmas! Yeah, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you for coming and hanging out with me tonight. I really appreciate you all very much. I love you. Anyway, I got my good, yeah. Those are the best ones when you get yourself something. So yeah. I might see you guys Friday, Saturday. If not, next Monday. And you know what? If I don't see you then, I will see you when I see you, okay, Lamb Chops? You have a good, fun, safe Christmas. Be careful if you're driving. Have fun with your families. Get yourself a good little treat. If you're not, you know. Alright, guys. A good night, a good evening, and bye-bye.